spirit body.
Why does he do that if he walks?
Because he just, I feel he just wants to. He wasn't happy when he was here. He wasn't. He worked long, odd hours, and I feel would have passed over to the world of spirit in his early 50s, maybe just got over the big 50. And he's held resentment, maybe to his governors, his workers, maybe. He said, I get the feelings of resentment with him in this ether, in this atmosphere. And I feel it was like whenever he saw people, when he was walking and whatever, he'd look at them and he'd, like this. But he purposely, I feel the reason why he's not shown himself full spirit body is because of fear, as stupid as it may sound, that someone would recognise who he was. So he kept himself cloaked, but enough for people to be, you know, the hair on the back of the head to notice a presence.
When you say people have seen him,
yes,
who are those people, do you think?
They would be people that were, I feel, passengers, people also that actually worked down here, and I feel it was them who was trying to not show himself for fear of being recognised. Okay, this man, long, you know, to his hair, unkempt, and long pieces here.
Like big side,
yes.
bushy sideburns.
Yes. And I feel he would have had Polish background.
Oh, gosh, that's interesting.
Polish background. He comes from Poland.
Do you know roughly sort of when this was? I mean, if he's a spirit that's been seen and if he had a connection with working here when he was sentient,
yes.
When was that?
Sorry, I'm
living, alive.
Sentient, it's a very posh word for me.
Yeah. I get a twofold thing with this. I get it well before the Second World War.
Right. How long before?
I feel strong probability to maybe 50 or 60 years before that period of time.
So we're talking 1880s?
Around that time, yeah. And he was, I feel he was a guzzler of ale, this person. I mean, really liked, you know, more times than enough. When he was here physically and whatever, and he was conducting his work, he was...
It's pretty dangerous if he's on the electric.
Yeah, honestly, worse for tear, okay? He'd be...
How did he lose his life?
And he had a light.
Yeah, how did he die?
How did he die?
How did he die, son? How did he die? Yes. He had a seizure down here.
And it just went?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not happy about it at all. Are we happy to turn the lights off?
Honestly, I'm very happy.
I know you're happy, you're all right.
Let's ask them to, come on, we're here. Show us action.
Jason, I'm not sure whether you'd like me to say this on camera, but you're not that happy about it.
No, I'm not that happy, but
Why?
I don't think it's anything to do with ghosts.
No.
I just think it's extremely quiet down here. We've been down here all day. It's a very depressing environment, and I don't think that's anything other than
You've been a
psychosomatic.
bit depressed today.
I've been quiet.
Why?
I don't know. Perhaps the ghosts.
Okay, all right, let's turn the lights off then. I really am not happy about it one bit. I'm not.
I'm not really either, actually.
Oh, well, come on.
My suggestion of splitting into small groups didn't go down too well with the crew, and after a lengthy discussion, it was decided that we were all to stick together. But before we set off down the tunnels, Stuart, our rigger, had developed a motion detector that he'd set up along the platform where the actress is said to walk. This would give us a clear indication of any activity along the entire length of the station platform. We were almost ready to go, and it was at this point that Derek made a startling and unnerving announcement.
I just feel, from what I've just been given, a short flash of something. I can't quite believe what Sam has said, that it's going to be opened up down there. Now, I feel if it is opened up from the short flash that I've got, it'll throw everything, religion, what people think of religion, it'll throw the spirit links into upside down, because I just can't believe what I've just seen, what I've just been shown.
Well, what have you just been?
I was told when we go down to the levels that the true inhabitants of the levels down there have not really shown themselves.
What do you mean, the true inhabitants?
Now, you're not going to believe this, and it is of no consequence.
You're probably right, but try me.
Down there, whether it's documented or not, there were people. The only way I can put it, and he gave me the name. He said, oh yes, they dwelt down there, and they hid. Subterraneans. Crazy?
What is subterranean?
It's there's a lot of information about supposed people or half humans living in the labyrinthine tunnels of the London Underground. It's a story basically which is banded around on the internet on peculiar websites.
It is. There were certain people that cut themselves off from up on the levels and spent the time down here. And those people took on forms after periods of time of levels from the lowest part of the world of spirit, and they crept round those catacombs. Now, Sam said to me, yes, to a degree, this did happen. It is another thing whether them taking on the form, because they crouched down after a period of time and shuffled about like this. And grew hair to certain sections of the body that, I don't know how many years for this to...
So basically you're saying beware because we might...
Yes, because I feel that as we go down into the atmosphere, we could hear scurrying. It could come to all our ears.
That will be rats.
No.
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
If we hear scurrying, it will be rats.
Okay. If we hear scurrying, if one of these subterraneans, as called here now, happens to come past us, we'll know about it. Because our energy field, our energy level, our life force, our auric field will be touched upon.
It will be dark, we won't be able to see things around us, there will be rats which will make scurrying noises. If it's dark and we hear scurrying, and you've suggested to us that it's something other than rats,
I'm not
our
going to
minds will
suggest.
say...
No, I'm not going to say anything.
With due respect, you've already done that.
Would you ask me to talk about it?
I know I did, but auto suggestion has been placed now. So if you do hear scurrying, it will be rats.
Well, let's go
I don't want you to be
now.
scared.
Yeah, let's go down. Let's go down.
That's very fantastic.
Okay. I really feel that if one of them is willing to do this, it'll put everything on
I
its
don't know about
head.
anybody else, but I'm completely myself now.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll see some terrain. Never mind ghosts.
As we set off through the dark tunnels, Derek tells us he's received more information from his guide Sam on the subject of subterraneans.
Old timers that lived for years and years down in these caverns, was that bodily hair grew on a lot of these older dwellers down here, which made them stoop because of no sunlight, and made them stoop into postures that made them look as if they were animal form and animal-like. Not the younger ones, because they were young, born down here. There was like little communities of them. So they all would link with each other at certain times, and there would be cross relationships.
So what happened to them?
I feel what actually happened to them, there was some kind of en masse, either plague or at the time of plague, and it wiped them all out. It wiped them out. But there was a small nation of them. It built up over the years, and there was a small nation. So that side of it is not a myth.
Right.
That is truth.
I can believe that people would want to come down here
Yeah.
and live down here to get away from everybody up there.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Jason from now on, and you'll see that he, out of all of us, is really finding it hard to keep his fear under wraps.
Well, just stop us for a second. Because I just want to know what it's like to be down here. Yeah. Just turn your torches off. Turn your torch off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you look behind you, there's nothing there. What? Oh my God, listen. Shh, don't move. I think that was my own echo.
No, I heard something.
What was it? I've heard something.
Down that end.
Angle, what was it? Somebody was... Shh.